Bonjour, France. Go easy on me, it's been a long time since I've taken a French class. At least I still remembered it. I'm really sorry I didn't make a video Saturday. And yes, I'm making videos Saturdays, not Fridays now. I had this really awesome idea and it was totally going fine until it stopped going fine. In which I then stopped doing it. It may still be possible to do those, so give me some time and I might put it up. It's just gonna take a lot of work. So I've been asking you guys for comments at the end of my videos. And I've been getting really awesome comments. Like, you guys just make me happy. It's a simple way of putting it. And I do read all of them, even if I don't respond to you, so okay. But today I wanted to make another video in which I would ask you guys a question. I want to know, who are you? And now I realize that that's quite an ambiguous question. So what I'm gonna have you guys do is relate yourself to characters in shows that I watch. Because if you did it in shows that I don't watch, then, well, I wouldn't know what you were talking about. Now, relating to the South Park kids, I was Butters. I was definitely that little wimpy kid who got picked on all the time by the other kids because he was probably gay and got grounded all the time from his parents and just had everything bad happen to him. Like, that was totally me. I don't know, I always thought I was kind of a cool little kid because I wasn't really focused on everyone else. I was more focused on, like, rationalities. I think it's really interesting how who you were when you were a little kid turns out to shape who you are later in your life, you know? Now, I don't spend hours in front of the TV, but I do watch 2 other shows, aside from South Park. I watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and I watch Heroes. Now, if you don't know, in It's Always Sunny, there's this dyslexic kid who's awesome. He's, like, retarded, actually. But he's a musical genius. He just can't read. And all the characters work at a bar, right? And he does all of the Charlie work. Charlie's his name. Charlie work is just, like, cleaning up shit and stuff like that. And where I work, I do the Charlie work. See, there's a lot of relationships in this stuff, you know? But that's who I am, in case you missed that. You know, I'm Charlie. Yeah. So I want to know who you are, and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And like I said, the last show that I watch is Heroes. Now this might come as a shock to some of you guys, but in Heroes, I'm Siler. Not because I have crazy urges to, you know, cut people's heads off and stuff. But because his power, the ability to understand everything, is totally what I have. With Siler, when he was younger, he was a watchmaker. And a watch fixer guy upper. And as you guys probably know, I'm really big on Rubik's Cubes. And understanding how the cube works, to me is similar to how Siler understands watches. But do you see the similarities here? Basically, if there were crazy people around here who had powers, I would probably end up cutting their heads off and stealing their powers. Because that's what I would do. Because I have the ability to understand stuff. And I think this video is kind of difficult for me to make for you guys. Because when I'm on the camera, I'm not exactly myself. I mean, I am in a lot of senses. But when you're on the camera, you tend to hide things from people. Or at least I do. And maybe you guys don't see the relationships between Siler and whoever else I said. But they're there. Now my questions for you guys is, firstly I want to know who you were when you were a little kid and how that affected you when you grew up. And I also want to know that when you were a little kid, who would you be relatable to in South Park? The other thing I want to know, if you guys do watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, I want to know who would you be in that show? I know you don't really have like a whole bunch of choices here, but if you watch it, chances are you probably relate to someone. And then of course there's Heroes. What character in that show would you guys be relatable to? I don't want to know who would you want to be, I want to know who are you. Does that make sense to anybody? So let me know. Alright, I'm leaving now. Bye.